Now, of great interest to us here on Hall 5 is this very early Rover Sterling, 825 Sterling, and this car is owned by Alex, and we're going to have a chat with him about his car. Alex, good morning, lovely to see you.
Hi, Mark.
Tell me about this car, how you acquired it and what you've been doing to it.
This car, it's a very early 1986 825 Sterling. It's one of the first tranche of cars that was launched. It was made when the car was launched in August 1986. I think there were about 1,000 or 1,500, I'm not quite sure, but they were majority were silver, all 825s, either 825i or Sterling. This one's a Sterling. It's a very early one, as I said. It's chassis number, I think it's 670 something, 672 actually. And to my knowledge, it's the oldest production Rover Sterling left in existence. There's one at Gaydon, which is chassis number 1. That's an 825i. So, unless there's any others lurking around, but it's a very early one. We think it could well be the earliest Rover Sterling left. So, but who knows? You never could say never. I've had the car a few years now. Bought it off an enthusiast, friend of mine. I think he acquired it in 2015. I got it a year or so later. It's been a car that's known amongst the sort of Rover community for some time. I think it's had several enthusiast owners since the late noughties, with a few caring hands, so it's been well looked after. Since I've got it, the main work that I've done has been mechanical, cam belt, water pump, correct gearbox, Honda-matic fluid, do all those preventative changes, tyres, just really sort of keeping it up straight. The plan with it really is, well, I'm at a crossroads. Do I leave it as it is, because whilst it's respectable, there's a few bits and pieces that we're doing, but what I'd like to do is potentially get everything done, make it look absolutely perfect, in time for the 40th birthday of the car in a few years. So
superb. Well, let's have a look inside this car, because it really is quite a spectacular car. And when it was launched, the Rover Sterling was absolutely the pinnacle of everything Rover. So talk us through what we have here inside this car.
Okay, well, the inside is pretty much 100% original, even down to the fluffy over mats which are on the floor there. For some reason they only ever provided 3 of them from you. I never quite understood why they did that, so the one on the driver's side is not quite original. Other than the stereo, the car is 100% original. I do have the original stereo. The one that's in there is out of a Mark II, purely fitted just for convenience, and it also looks period. It's got the early 6 style dash. They phased that out, I think, in about 88, 89, because unfortunately it's not the most reliable systems. And as is the case with many of the electronics on these early ones, it's got the analog aircon and climate controls. Again, that was changed in about 89 to the digital setup. Something else of note, if you look in the centre console, a bit nerdy, but the seat buttons, I always call them the crystal maze seat buttons, because they are ergonomically impossible to look at. When you get your head around them, they're fine, but they're not the sort of thing at a first glance you can really work out. They were only fitted to 825 Sterlings. Earlier gear lever as well, because the later ones, majority of the, I think the 2.7s had what I call that snake's head style. So this is again another early feature. So if we look in the, I'll take you to the back of the car.
Okay.
We've got the trademark individual electric rear seats. If you look at the button there, the electric rear seats, they all work.
And for 1986, this is the very epitome of luxury. This is Jaguar-esque, really, isn't it?
Well, that was the market they were aiming to go for. I think that was. I think they wanted to go very high tech. Unfortunately, I think they did it a little bit too soon, because on these very early ones, I say you have a few issues. But it's an old car anyway, so.
And at the time of launch, it was round about the same time as the XJ40, wasn't it?
Similar, yeah. And me being a glutton for punishment, I own a couple of them as well.
Oh, I see. But look at the condition of this car. I mean, it really is pretty spectacular, considering its age. This is, yes, there's the occasional blemish here and there, but there's really not a lot to do, is there?
No. It's what I would call general improvement. The worst things, there's a little bit of corrosion around the sort of the boot there, bit on the arch. It's superficial. There's nothing that.
Nothing structural,
there's
nothing that
structural.
threatens the car at
And it's
all.
kept MOT'd every year. I've had a few remedial bits and pieces done, but unlike some of the cars that I've had in the past and a lot of the other cars, this car has had a life. It's done 98,000 miles. And these early cars, they were not known for their build quality, unfortunately. They were very questionable. So the fact that this thing still exists is down to the testament and care of its original owners, because the first owner used to underseal it regularly, which I think this is the reason why it's still here. Just as an anecdote, I remember in the late 90s going into a scrapyard when I was getting into cars and seeing an absolutely identical car to this, D-Reg, silver, 825 sterling, and the rear wings were so rusty you could literally just put your finger through them, and that was an 11-year-old car.
Well, you've certainly done a great job keeping it going.
Thank you.
And it looks fabulous. I know it's been attracting a great deal of attention here at the NEC. And you're going to be here the rest of today and tomorrow as well?
Yeah, rest of today, tomorrow. I need to go and have a proper scoot around your stand as well.
Very good.
The 800 Club's quite dear to me because I used to be quite involved with it. So
yes,
absolutely.
And you're always a friend of the Rover 800 Club.
Very much so. Very much so.
So, thank you so much for showing us your car. It's been an absolute pleasure. And lovely to see you again.
Thanks very much,
And
Mark.
anyone who wants to come down and see us here at the NEC, we're here all day today, all day tomorrow. Come to the NEC, and we're in Hall 5, right beside the restaurant. Come and have some lunch and come and talk
right
to
down
Alex.
The bottom, furthest end of Hall 5. You can't go any further. Head for the restaurant and you'll see the car.
Superb. Thank you, Alex. Thank you very
Thanks,
much.
Mark.